for anybody out there that is a small business owner of 5 or more employees, the state of California is now, we say mandate because that's what the state of California is using, but it's really a law that if you have 5 or more employees, you have to either offer a 401k, a retirement plan. It doesn't have to be a 401k, but some type of private retirement plan, or enroll them in the state-run Calsavers program.
What's that?
So Calsavers is a spinoff. It's out of 2016 legislation, where the legislators feel that minorities or most people are not able to contribute to their 401k. So their solution is to put the problem on the business owner and make them auto-enroll them or enroll their employees in the Calsavers program so that they can invest in a Roth IRA. Well, a Roth IRA is, you could do that on your own. You don't have to do it through the Calsavers. You could go out and get that on your own without Calsavers.
Right.
So it's not beneficial to the employee. It's state-run and state-mandated, so it's more money that's going to the state. Well, we saw how that works with Caltrans, with DMV, with all those type of things, CalPERS. It's mismanaged funds. It ends up being, but it's state-run, but it's privately invested. So there's private investment firms that take a management fee off of target date funds. So we already had the conversation about why target date funds are bad. Now you have these private firms that are making money, almost 1% off of all the assets that get funded into these target date funds, which really do not take any management at all. So it's free money for these private firms. And then they're mandated. So it's small businesses that have to go and register on the Calsavers site to put these employees on there. So we're trying to get the word out. We're trying to emphasize the other options that are available to them, because 401ks are typically thought of as very expensive, very cumbersome.
Expensive to set up?
Right.
Really?
They're not anymore. They used to be, but now for a small business owner, they're very cheap to be able to set up, and it's automated. It's seamless.
So as a business owner, and that's the other thing, I tried setting up some stuff, as you know, in my life, and just the online process. You say seamless because these things, the lack of education, these things seem complicated for someone's perspective who doesn't know anything about
Right.
it.
And if you were to go out and try and do it on yourself, like the Edward Jones, the big box houses, they have it too to make it easy. But again, you're paying fees. There's and there's fees with any of them, but you have limited options when you do it. Whereas doing a private 401k through a smaller firm, you have more options. It's better for yourself, and it allows you as a business owner to be able to actually save for your own retirement. Because typical business owners, they struggle to save because they don't know some of the other options that are out there and available to them as well.
So the requirement, if I have 5 or more employees, I have to set up some sort of retirement plan. Let's say I'm setting up a 401k. I do not, however, have to set up a minimum match.
Correct.
So I could match 0.
Right.
I just have to have it in place.
Yep. You have to have
for
it
my
in place.
employees
And
to
you
have the ability to contribute.
Yep.
They don't have to contribute.
Correct.
I just have to make it available to them if they choose to.
And it's the same thing on the Calsavers side. You have to enroll them in the Calsavers side. If you don't want to do the private side, you have to enroll them on the Calsavers side, and then you got to auto enroll them. So the employee has to then go in and enroll out if they don't want to save for it.
And that's how it's a solution for them saying that we don't have what to invest in.
It's a way of, again, it's putting the problem on the business owners, just like everything California does. It puts the problem on the small business owners in this state. So it's just a way to help employees save for retirement, when in reality it's not doing anything for them. I feel like it's a way for whoever these private firms are to get more money.
I feel like
another way for California to get more money.
I feel like you're almost like a politician who can't really express your opinion on the matter. You could only share the information.
Well,
but we won't be able to get out of you any. Where does Patrick sit with this? So let me be the one who says, "Ugh."
The deadline for this is June 30th. So small business owners have until June 30th to do one of these things.
Or fire one employee if you currently have 5.
Or fire one employee, or not hire. And then after June 30th, if you haven't complied, the state is planning on fining the small business owners.
Wow.
$250 per employee. And if by the end of the year you still haven't complied, they're going to tack on an additional $500 per employee. So
you guys heard that?
It's something ridiculous that they're doing. So we've put together resources. We've tried to stress it to get business owners to make sure that they don't get hit with the fine and that they can comply and all that type of stuff. Even if they don't want to do a private plan, we have resources to help them, guide them, and walk them through the Calsavers kind of setup. We called Calsavers to try and get information and help through it's what you would expect when you're dealing with a government organization. It's awful.
So
it's
your firm, what's it called? Is that the
Quiver
show?
Financial?
Quiver Financial. That's a firm?
Mm-hmm.
So your firm, if I'm a business with 6 employees and I want help setting this up, your firm will help me?
5. Well, it's 5 or more. So even if you have 4 employees, you're technically considered an employee as well.
So
if you have 1 plus 4 other people, you're required in this.
And
mandate.
so if I want help in setting these retirement stuff up, and I know nothing about it, you guys do that.
Right.
It's a service you offer.
Yes.
Okay. So Quiver, let's get plugging stuff. let's get telling people where and how they can find you. So if anyone out there is, anyone really, you said you'd work with anyone.
Right.
Right.
But we're pushing we're trying to get the word out more so for this because we're trying to get them to avoid fines because it's as simple as you reach out to us, we register your organization on Calsavers, and all your employees opt out. I mean, it can be that simple. We will help businesses with that because we don't want them to get fined over this stupid law.
Oh, so okay, this is a piece I missed. So I don't have to do it if all my employees opt out.
It's down to the employee, right? You have to, as a business owner, you have to take time to go and register you got to create a Calsavers page.
I need to give my employees the opportunity to opt out.
Right, and then you need to register all your employees, and then it's up to your employees after that, whether or not they want to participate. So that's the simplest way to do it. You contact us, we help you because you have a business to run. You don't want to be spending time on this. But what's going to end up happening is because of this mandate, there are going to be some companies that offer a retirement package.
Right.
And that's a way to incentivize because we're in the, great resignation time period of employees leaving, going other places, not working, things like that.
Exactly.
You need to differentiate yourself. So it's going to start to snowball to, okay, I'm working for a dental office. Okay, there's another dental office over here that's going to pay me the same salary plus a 401k option. Well, what are they going to do? I'm going to jump ship and go to the 401k option, right? Because it's more money in reality.
Right.
So it's going to come to a standpoint of that situation. And like I said, 401ks are cheap now for the employer to set up and operate and run. And to be honest, I would say almost 50% of that is tax deductible in the first 3 years when you set up a 401k. So it's seamless, it's cheap.
So you won't even pay anything.
Right.
Well,
you'll still pay.
You will pay, but you're not paying it to
much
taxes.
cheaper,
You're paying it to set up your 401k.
Right.